I've been wanting to test the parts per million in my home tap water, so Varify was kind enough to gift me this TDS monitor, and so stick around. I want to test this out, show you how to use it so that you don't have to, and you can determine if this would be a good fit for you. This device is easy to use, so to turn it on, you just press this on-off button, and then you have some different modes. So you have parts per million, you can also check the conductivity, and then lastly, you've got temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit. When you're using this, you'll just take the cap off of the probe. You'll see that there's a little line here that indicates the maximum level of where you should go in the water. And the instructions say you should go between the minimum and the max, so about right here in the middle. You don't want to go above because that could ruin the electronics. Once you insert this into the water, you'll choose what mode you want, and then you can press this hold button, which is helpful because the second that you take this out of the water, it's going to go back to zero. You'll hold this in the water, let it level out, and then you can press the hold button so that the reading stays the same. For comparison, I've got purified bottled water right here, and then this is tap water from my kitchen sink. So I'm going to turn this on, and I've got it on parts per million. So I'm going to start with the purified water. I'm just going to hit clear just in case. All right, I'm going to dip this in here. And it says that parts per million is 4. So if I look on the back, anything from 0 to 50 is considered excellent, so highly purified. Now we'll go into the tap water, which says 195. And so it's not quite green. It's a little bit in the orange realm right here. And so it says moderate, increased mineral content, which isn't a surprise to me. I live in a place that has somewhat hard water. The higher reading doesn't necessarily mean that your water is bad. It just means that you should make sure you're aware of the source where your water comes from. I am by no means an expert in chemistry or water or anything like that. So out of the box, you can just use this easily, even for a layperson like myself. All I had to do was just study up a little bit, read the instructions that were very clear and helpful, and then you're right out of the box, ready to go. The only setup required is that you need to take out a little plastic piece with the batteries that are included, and then that is it. Once you do that, you can insert the probe into some water, simply just turn it on. And the nice thing is that on the back, there's a little chart that you can reference so that you can see where your water is at in your home. The box also came with a few extra things which I appreciated since I am new to this. One, it came with 2 extra batteries, and then it also came with a QR code that you can scan. It emails you a chart similar to the one that's on the back, just with a little more information if that's something you want to read up on and see where your water in your home lines up with this chart. It explains a little more in depth what the numbers might mean. So after using this, it was easy for me to get out of the box and use right away without having any prior knowledge on TDS, meters, or anything like that. And so I'm going to keep this and use it from time to time just to make sure that my water isn't getting worse as far as mineral count, and maybe I need to think about getting a purifier in my home. So I hope that this was helpful for you in your decision-making process.